Hey guys, so today we are going to look at where is this connection going? Not if they miss you, they think about you. Because, I think it's more important to find out where is this actually going. So, is it growing into something meaningful, or are you holding on to just potential that will never become reality? So, let's find out. Now, the first energy, the current energy of this connection, I feel is Nine of Wands. See, this connection feels exhausted, it's tired, but it's not finished. It's, you're still holding on to the connection. There are boundary walls, maybe you're not talking or there's very little communication, but it's not over. See, a finished connection, has no investment in it. Here, I do feel there is. What I'm seeing is two people who have been through, um, enough with each other, that neither one is walking into a situation completely carefree anymore. Both of you are guarded. Both of you are like, I'm not going to take the first step here. There's caution, hesitation here, but hesitation isn't the same thing as indifference. I don't see indifference energy here. Um, See, sometimes, people become careful because they care too much about getting hurt again, maybe. So the energy here feels like the connection that's standing at a crossroads, looking around, trying to figure out whether it's safe to keep moving forward. But yeah, I see there is little to no contact between the two of you. We have magician. See, this person doesn't seem to view this connection as something that's completely out of their hands. They still feel they have influence over here. They can still create something. They're manifesting this connection. They see possibility. They see potential here. Um, See, this person believes things could be different if certain conversations happened, if certain choices were made, if certain circumstances shifted here. This is not somebody um, looking at a closed door. This is an energy of someone who's looking at a door and wondering whether they should open it. Um, See, this person hasn't, mentally filed this connection under never again and put it away. Part of them still believes something could be created here. Now, if you're enjoying this reading, if this resonates, do subscribe to the channel. We have Queen of Wands. See, what I love about this card is it doesn't feel like this person is only imagining the relationship. A wand is, um, of course, action and energy, but they are imagining you, your energy, your personality, the way you carry yourself, the way you brighten up everything. You light up their life here. The way you make people feel, the way you leave an impression on people. And honestly, I think that's what stands out most here. See, this is somebody who doesn't just find you attractive, they admire you. There's a difference. Attraction gets attention, admiration keeps it. When this person thinks about the future, they imagine someone who adds value, life, warmth, confidence, and excitement to their life. Now we have King of Swords. Um, See, there is clarity, honesty, and directness. Uh, that is going to help, or that is somewhere helping the connection move forward here. And this connection has reached a point where assumptions aren't helping anymore. You or the other person, whoever this is. See, the more straightforward people become, the more connection moves forward, is what I get. Um, the more you try to read minds, uh, each other's minds, the more it stalls. So there is some communication that needs to happen in order for things to move forward. See, this card is basically saying that answers are actually simpler than people think they are. They just require somebody to say them out loud. That's what King of Swords is talking about. See, mixed signals make great song lyrics. They make terrible relationship plans, however. Now we have Empress. Um, See, I don't think problem is lack of potential. The problem is expectations here. This connection carries a lot of significance for sure. There's a lot of hope, a lot of emotional weight. I mean, Empress, the world is right here, okay? So sometimes when people carry uh, something deeply or they care deeply about the outcome, they become afraid about, it going wrong or anything uh, else going wrong. The pressure increases, the expectations increase, and suddenly something that should grow naturally starts feeling heavy, and that's what's happening here. I feel um, this connection needs room to breathe, not because it's weak, but because growth requires space. I mean, if you will put a plant, if you uh, plant a seed of a tree that needs a huge area, and you plant it in a small pot, how is it going to grow? You need to give that space. That's what is needed here, is what I see. Three of Cups. um, See, this is a very encouraging card here when it comes to movement towards, taking things forward in the connection. It's towards rebuilding comfort. It doesn't scream like, you get into a space where this is like a forever marriage or anything. I don't see that. This is where you get into this comfort zone. Uh, you start communicating. The separation somewhere, ends, is what I see with this. This is where a path, it leads people back into each other's life. There is reconciliation, reconnection. Although this might not be how you wanted it initially, but this is where you start rebuilding. Walls come down, a path towards, conversation happens here, and the energy becomes lighter than it has been. um, it releases that Nine of Wands energy we saw in the beginning, and it becomes more gentler. So this feels less like an ending here, more like a beginning of a new chapter where you slowly rebuild trust, the happiness, the joyous moments that you had. Page of Wands. See, this is like a gentle nudge from the universe. While you've been focused on where this connection is going, life is still happening around you. New opportunities, new experiences, new ideas, new adventures. This message here is not to stop living while waiting for any clarity here. See, stay curious, stay excited, stay open to possibilities, because sometimes the people who receive the most beautiful surprises are the ones who kept moving in life while figuring things out. Um, See, some of you have spent so much time trying to understand this person that you could probably qualify as a private investigator. Okay. At this point, you've analyzed text, you've silenced the timing, the social media activity, the likes, the views, all of it. Um, See, the evidence board is getting crowded here. What the cards want you to remember is that you have subplots in your life too, your dreams, your goals, your happiness, your next opportunity, the next adventure. And those things deserve just as much attention as this connection. See, you don't have to choose between hope and happiness here. You can hope for something beautiful and still build a beautiful life at the same time. Those two things can still exist together, is what this is saying. See, the strongest energy isn't waiting, it's moving forward with the door still open. I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching.